Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope you had a safe drive to work here. Nice hot cup of coffee, a donut, or whatever you do. Here we are, another day, Thursday, December 6, 2022. The exciting Fed minutes yesterday, they are now past us. Now I think we can see what the direction of the market might be. Good morning. Good morning, Mark. So yesterday, I had put this red line up here, about like that right there. And here we came down yesterday. Here we are opening up. Looks like above the T line, right in the air of that red line. I'm looking at it as support. The red line will kind of be a guideline here if the market decides to continue its move to the downside. There we go. Continues to move to the downside. I'll be full on board 100% bearish here below that line. So we're kind of at a very important little turning area here. So as we start moving up, I'm going to monitor the price action. One of the things that I'm focusing on this year is better trades with more conditions. And one of my conditions is I want the market in my favor. So what I'm going to be looking for is price coming up to that T line there, the black line, and then holding that line. So even if we got bullish this morning, let's try this. Even if we got bullish here this morning and came up like that, I'm not going to jump on that. What we need is that candle to finish, and then we need positive trading above that. Maybe that'll take us above the T line. And even today, if today we went above the T line, I'm still going to have to be a little bit patient and then watch that second candle come up there and prove to me it can hold up there, at least for 2 days. Today, if it does it, and then tomorrow. So, and what that'll do is that'll give us a good reversal pattern down here. And that will put the market in my favor. Another thing that I'm going to be watching that I think is extremely important is this tool from Live Trading Alerts. And I watch these boxes up here. And this was the close yesterday. Look how red we are. The diamonds, 57%. 57% of the diamonds are red. 85% of the Russell 1000 is red. 80% of the SPY is red. 90% of the Qs are red. FNGU, 91% is red. There's no way in heaven's name I can look at this and honestly think that I can pull out a long trade here. Maybe an inverse ETF perhaps. But I'm going to wait for the market to open up, see how this changes, see how the price works out. And if it's all in my favor, that's when I'll look for some trades. Put that back right there. Let's take a look at the diamonds real quick. Diamonds are back down to the T line. Nice 3/8 trap. So what do we need? We need positive trading. Overall, I think the diamonds are doing okay because they are still above that T line and because their trend is still intact. But we need that positive trading. It would be very easy today for the market to give way here. More times than not, the easiest path is to the downside. And when the bulls step away or take a break, that's what the sellers just might be wanting to do. So we need to watch that. IWM, there's nothing bullish at all about IWM. IWM here has got a low, a high. It's not a higher low. It's a lower low. We come up and now we're putting in a high. I mentioned yesterday near the close, there is a possibility that the IWM is forming an inverted head and shoulders. There is that possibility. However, it can form that all at once until it moves back up over these highs, basically the 50-period moving average. Really, all you've got in here is a bunch of noise inside a box, which is tradable for some people. Just, man, you got nothing till it breaks out. T2122 here. Whoops, wrong chart. There we go. T2122 is headed down a little bit. So we're kind of close to that oversold. That would be nice just to see it get down there. When we get down into this area, then the bull starts stepping in. It's easier, I think, to run up. But when you're kind of in the middle, what happens is you've got half the investors out there kind of on the bullish side, half the investors on the not so bullish side, and it really has a tough time making its mind up. So I'll watch that a little bit today as well. Okay, let's take a look at some stocks here. And good morning again, everyone. Appreciate you being here. I've got some long and shorts here. RAD would be a long. So on RAD, there we go. On RAD, we've been trending down. You can clearly see that. A lot of red dots here, and price moves back and forth, but overall, you can see the red dots here. All of a sudden, we've got this gap up and green dots that started on the Trendicator. So I'm looking at this as a nice bullish trend reversal from this downtrend up. So now I'll look to play this. Please keep in mind that you want to put as many conditions in your favor, like the market in your favor, before buying. However, it doesn't cost you a tinker's darn to put this on a watch list and patiently wait for it. So I'm looking at RAD down here, and if we just took the big peaks right in here, and I have all the faith in the world that if the market does turn bullish, there's no reason why it can't get up to 28 bucks up here, and maybe even higher, as long as we have the market backing us up. So what that means is you don't have to be in a rush down here. We don't have to be panicked today because the market is junk today. It looks like it, at least this morning it is. So let it work out. You've got the 200 period moving average right here. Maybe it's best to wait till this gets over that 200, and then you've got some great trading points up here that you can reach for on RAD. COP, this is just a doggone pretty chart. We've rallied up, we've pulled back, sellers took advantage, or profit takers took advantage. Now all of a sudden, the bulls are back in charge. Not a bad looking chart. So what we want to do is find our entry. Me, for one, I'm looking for a 3/8 trap or a 3/8 trap breakout. That would simply mean that I need to get the right tool. There we go. That would simply mean I'm looking for a buy inside this area or a buy on a breakout of the 3/8 trap. So kind of where we are right now. If the market is not working with me, I'm not going to buy it, because it's still, if the market weakens up, then it'll just kind of walk to the right a little bit and maybe give us a better buy over here. Important thing is we don't have to be in a rush. CVS is another one. That's a beautiful T-line run right here. It sounds corny, but I'm a big believer in it. A chart in a trend will stay in a trend until it's no longer in a trend. I use moving averages a lot for the trend, so it's real simple. As long as we stay in a T-line trend, I assume it's going to stay in a T-line trend until it doesn't. Another way to do this is look at the Trendicator. As long as the Trendicator stays trending, price can do whatever it wants. Up, down here, up, down, and then as traders, we buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. Real simple. Beyond meat. That's hard for me to say. Meat shouldn't even be in this conversation, but it is. This is a short. We have a downtrend. Nasty bearish engulf yesterday, and I don't think Kentucky Fried Chicken is going to help it out. I really don't. So I'm looking at this short. I'd love to short it right here in this area. Right there. And let's go to a weekly chart just so we can see more. I see no reason why we can't get down to 48. Heck, we're just about back down to where it started. And from there, this could be like Piton. I don't know. Pick an even $30 number there. $30 number. So Beyond Meat might be a great short going down the road. AMD, I did buy a little AMD yesterday for the short side. There we are. For the short side, we're kind of working out. We're not popping up here. Beyond Meat, still stuck on that one. If we can break through 131.20, that sends it down to, I would say the 120 area, maybe even 117 down here. Cheaper creepers, maybe even 113. So I'm going to watch AMD. If AMD starts to do this right here, move up, this will be my stop area, by the way. Make that red. This is going to be my stop area. If it does start to move up, I'll watch for weakness, and I'm likely to add to it up into this area. CBOE is a nice short. Get rid of all that. Look how we've been running the 50-period moving average up here, and then we'll just take this down, up, down. You can see the lower highs set in there. So watch for weakness. If it does come up a little bit, that might be a great opportunity for a short, and then on down. And the last one I have is PWR. That was one hungry candle yesterday. Very, very hungry candle. Opening up on an inside day, that's actually great because that's a good place to set up that short. I'm going to watch price. If everything looks good, then I'll look at shorting that. The 200 period moving average, that's right below. And then we have, I'm going to go right here, around 97, possibly on this PWR. Alrighty, that was short and sweet today. Good morning, everybody. Again, thank you very much for being here. And I'll see you all back here in about 25 minutes. Market opens up. Let's rock and roll. Have some fun today. Thank you.